game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time.
5, 6, 7, 8.
From the automotive capital of the world, we get a look at a venue that pays homage to that industry. Welcome to Ford Field here in Detroit, Michigan. Up next, we'll keep it within the NFC for this game between the New York Giants and the Detroit Lions.
Why you all in my face? Taking up all of my space. You should get out of my way. You should get out. Don't tell me what I should do.
Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And we're off in Detroit. Calvin Austin on the return. Making some progress here. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. They're led out by the fourth-year passer out of Iowa State, Brock Purdy.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
A 6-yard pickup.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, Purdy. Right side, hauled in by Godwin. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And those are the completions they rely on in their passing games.
First down.
1st and 10 from the 43.
43-yard line.
Cook trying this one up the gut. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And it looks like the Giants got to that one. Man, this is a tough ask of your defense so early in a game, Brock, sending them out on short notice and a short field after you fumble it away.
But these are the critical moments defensively you got to live for, right? This is called sudden change. They practice this, and it's your time to put out this fire.
So the Giants out and getting set for their first drive. And leading them, the 6th overall pick, entering his 7th season here in the NFL, out of Duke, Daniel Jones. So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. Play action now, Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And that pushes them back, 3rd down, coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
3rd down, Giants coming out in a dime look. 3rd and long for him here. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, being back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Shoves one away. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. The Giants and Daniel Jones making their return to the field now. And he's been more than just his work as a passer this season. Look at this. He's gotten the job done on the ground as well. 2nd among NFL quarterbacks in rushing yards. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Another run for Henry. He won't be able to get past the line. Very quickly, Brock. They're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ballgame.
No gain on the play.
Third down, Jones to throw. This connects with Higgins. And they get this down to the 44 before he stops. That play good for 17 and a first down.
And the Giants first down. First and 10.
All right. Now things starting to pick up a little bit after a slow start, Brock. Last things fans want to see is a couple of uninspiring drives to begin a game.
Yep, they get the first and generate just a little excitement that we could see maybe our first touchdown here, or at least avoid another quick punt.
And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line.
10 more yards.
They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Giants first down. It's a gain of 10. And the Giants first down.
Working from the gun. Here's Jones. This is caught. That's Tim Patrick. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Giants should have the first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the red zone on first. He's got his man. That's Alec Pierce. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Complete to Alex
After a good pickup, they're set up with
It's a
second and
gain of
short.
8. Brings up second
From the
and
shotgun,
2.
it's Jones. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Eighth play of the drive now. They need two to keep it going. Here he is on third and short. And he carries it in for the touchdown.
Touchdown, New York.
The Giants have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Daniel Jones with a touchdown.
These touchdowns on the season haven't all looked the same, but boy, has he made a habit of scoring touchdowns on the ground.
Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. The Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Giants nothing.
Butker on now to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. Keeps away from one. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Dan Campbell getting his Lions offense ready to go for a new series. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. All right, Lions just about ready. First and 10. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be second and 5.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
For the Lions, first down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
First and 10 now. Here's Purdy. Escapes the defender. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Giants side of the field.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion or at a premium in this league.
Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
It's now 3rd and 8.
Here he goes, third and long. Completed over the middle. They are on him, short of that first down. They responded quickly to that throw. That brings up 4th down. Well, apparently a little too long to run the field goal unit out. The offense staying put to go for it. Purdy now on 4th down. Got his man. Thomas has it. And he's out of bounds, just short of the 30. We've set it downs for him from the 31.
And the Lions first down.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
Makes the grab in bounds, left side. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Well, we're going to see how much of a sideline maven he is, Brock. This one very close, whether he got the feet down or not.
And I'm so impressed by all these mavens because you've got to make that transition from college where 1 foot, you're good.
Yep.
But not at this level. You've got to be a ballerina. You've got to get those toes both in, and the replay booth will be the judge of it.
So Brian Dable thought that there was evidence to overturn that call, but obviously the officials disagreed. Finds him over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and...
Straight ahead, here's Cook. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold it right at the line of scrimmage. So third down now.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up third down and...
The gun is Purdy. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable in an incomplete.
McPherson's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is if the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Design bootleg here. He's on a quick hitter. And he'll work this one up to the 28. That play made by Jacob Parrish.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Jones. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up third down.
It's third down. And
so here, third down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. T. Higgins, the intended receiver. 4th down, coming up. The Giants are set to punt. Johnny Hecker, the one to send it away. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. Fair catch made here at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense returning to the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Short pass brought in. Not a lot of room for him. He makes it to the 34. Harrison Smith in on the stop.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
Now it's Purdy.
34-yard line.
Pulled in by his back. Cook. It's a small gain up to the 38. Brought down by Quay Walker.
To James Cook. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the first quarter. The Giants in control so far. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They'll begin the quarter with 3rd and 2. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield strike, Brock, as he's set out. And they keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 50.
Here's a give to Cook. They'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw, Purdy. Here's a screen for Cook. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. New set of downs from 37.
And the Lions First down.
This is Cook on the handoff. And he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Tries the in route complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Offense is six, 1st and 10.
13 yards on the play. That's another.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. That one fired in there. Complete. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Second down now. They need 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Purdy on the play action. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
3rd down and 7.
Again, it's Brock Purdy. He's got his man. This is Austin. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
Gain of 19 yards. That's good for the Lions. 1st down.
That's one of those plays, Kate, where every position on the offense gets a gold star. They all did their job, enough protection to allow the quarterback time to find his receiver, who went all the way from the right side of the field to the left side of the field to do some damage.
No gain for them, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Cook again, and he will not be denied a 2nd time. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a James Cook touchdown. Well, we've been saying it for years, Brock. If at first you don't succeed, try that run again.
You're exactly right. It's going to take more than one stop to deter those offensive coaches from calling another run play. They've got such faith in their group up front to leverage right at the point of attack and punch it in on this 2nd time around.
That one splits the uprights. The Lions push their lead to 3. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Brian Dable getting his Giants out there for their next drive. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. New York to the line. 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down. All set to go now from the 35.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Jones going to do it himself. We'll call that one a gain of, let's say, 2 yards at 2nd down.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket now. They've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Good line. Here's 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Looking from the gun. Here's Jones. And the Lions are there to bring him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
The number of times we see quarterbacks with his running ability make plays, critical plays on 3rd down, it's got to be refreshing for that defense to finally see them on the right side of it.
Another punt brings Johnny Hecker back to the field. And he'll try to have his 2nd punt top his 1st one. And he can't evade the coverage team from Marsh. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Lions and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. And he's already scored once this game. Something he's made a bit of a habit of this season. As we see, he's among the league's best at finding that end zone. 1st down throw by Purdy. Thomas snacks it over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
It's a gain of
Gets 16 yards on that play. And that is good for Detroit first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Purdy to throw it. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got second down. Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Now it's Cook. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Lions have a first down.
That's good for the Lions. First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw. Gets him on the in route. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make it catch.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 25.
Now a give to Cook, running left. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be third and longer.
It's Devin Lawrence. Brought down back at the 29-yard line.
Third and long for him here. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that first down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it. Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Here's Thornton on the return. Good work so far. He's got room. And a great run back has the offense just a touch shy of midfield to start this drive. Here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10. Out of the gun, Henry. Rocked by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They'll come to the line here, second and 9. On the shotgun, it's Jones. Completed over the middle.
Jones pass.
And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Third down, Jones to throw. He's going for it himself. Jones is hit, he fumbles it. Going the other way, Lions have it. Their offense going to take over a much better field position as they get a bunch on that fumble return.
You know, kid, that is just an awesome job by the defense. We talk about it all the time. Pursuit and effort, pursuit and effort. Pursue, and they rip the football away, and then the effort for the big return on the fumble sets that offense up in primo position.
The offense headed out now for Detroit. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. First down, Purdy to throw. Right side, hauled in by Godwin. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's second and 5. From the gun is Purdy. Throw right side, caught by Thomas. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. Line and set. Here we go, first down.
Gain of 20. And the Lions.
Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards.
James Cook. Out of bounds at the 33-yard line.
Sticking to the air here. It's Purdy.
Brings up second and 7.
Hits him on the out route. He's going to be brought down after a gain of 5. Right up next to that line of game. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Purdy on 3rd and 1. Completed to his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their 3rd. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. They'll come up on 1st and 10. To the air again. Purdy. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Harrison Smith on the coverage.
To throw again, it's Purdy. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. On 3rd down, Purdy. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. This is a 39-yarder from the left hash. McPherson's kick is good. And that'll make it a 2-score game.
And if you're not going to take a methodical drive off with a touchdown, that's the second best thing you can do. You can take all the time down, the points on the board, take a little momentum in heading into halftime.
So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. Oh, just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Ooh, put some air under this one. Right side. And they will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break. No need for halftime. We'll just keep it right here and get started with the 3rd quarter. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's Thornton on the return. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. So to begin the 3rd quarter, the New York offense returning to the field. And some opening drive points would be invaluable, Brock, trailing by 2 scores as they leave that locker room. New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Finds him over the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. He picks up 15 on the play. And it's good for a New York first down.
That is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback. And the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Out of bounds at the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
Jones now to throw.
And 4.
Finds the in route complete. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line.
13 yards on the play.
Jones on first down. He's going to tuck and run. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up
They go play fake with Jones.
At the Lions.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Intended for Tim Patrick. Incomplete. It's now 3rd down. And
Jones now on 3rd down. This connects with Higgins. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
Giants, first down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, New York.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
From the gun, a run for Henry. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line either. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run a prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Took his shot at 6 that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Donovan Wilson on the coverage.
To the air on 3rd and long. And down he goes. The Lions rush gets home. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
7 yards.
My goodness, was that some kind of speed off the edge. There's only a handful of tackles in this league that have the lateral movement to stay in front of an end like that. It may be time for this quarterback to start mixing up his cadence, his count, certainly making sure this defensive end can't get off the way that he has.
A 48-yard attempt.
Butker knocks it through. And it's back to a one-score game now. The deficit is 6.
Nice to pay off any drive with some points. They able to trim the lead slightly there the first time out in the second half. Even if they can't get into pole position, they just want to keep this thing close.
On the return, here comes Austin. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Lions getting ready to return to the field. They came into this game on a 5-game win streak and currently in control of what could be a 6th straight victory. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Now run by Cook. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Again, it's Cook. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line.
3rd and short. Here's Purdy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25. Now here comes the New York offense. And they've got a bit of momentum from the field goal on the last series, hoping to grow that into something greater with a touchdown here.
Yeah, I think one thing you find is you do not want to settle for a field goal again. Points are great, but touchdowns, that's what's win games in the NFL.
Tough one to retain through that hit. So it'll be 2nd down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why. And
it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Good reaction to the RPO. They're going to get to him behind the line.
A good RPO play, it takes a lot of time. Proper decision-making from a calm, cool, collected offense. Well, that one didn't have any of it.
Lions going to the dime look here on 3rd down. 6 DBs out there. Throw here, 3rd down. Hits his running back. And this is brought to a stop up at, say, the 34-yard line there. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's good for a New York first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. play receiver. If you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35.
Jones setting up the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. It'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Looking slant route, complete. And he'll go down and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Lions headed back out on offense as we get another look at Brock Purdy. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Handoff headed right. It's Cook. Get some space around midfield. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. 1st down, and they go right back to it. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 31.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And that carry only gets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Another turnover. This time it's an interception. And the Giants will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Works through his progression. Nobody available. And by the time he checked it down to the backfield, you could almost see it coming. The defender there to intercept it.
Because those defenders have clocks too. I mean, we get so enamored talking about a quarterback's clock, but defenders do as well, and they know when that quarterback's holding the ball, likely a check down is coming. That is just smart defensive play.
The Giants about to get to work on offense. Well, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Giants are going to have the 1st down.
And the Giants 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So Reed, they'll hand off to Henry. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Brings up a 3rd down. And
They'll throw 3rd and long. They'll set up the screen for Henry. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. On now comes their punter. And they could really use a good one here. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. The Lions and Brian Thomas Jr. ready for another drive on offense. And he has kept his pace up in the 2nd half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk. It's 2nd down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Second and manageable. He's throwing. Here's a screen for Cook. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That's a pick up of 4 yards. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
Florida Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
This is the end of the third quarter. It's Lions ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. First down from the 42. They'll try the right side with Cook. Oh, he loses the football. But it looked like the Lions were able to fall on it, so possession stays with them. Coming to the line for another first and 10.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Cook. He dodged the tackle. He's on the move past the 15. And he's taken down just in time at the 2. All set up for an insurance score here. It's first and goal.
Detroit Lions.
Another one for Cook. And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second. But it closed just in time to keep him out. It's going to be second and goal.
Brings up second.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he's in for the touchdown. The Lions go up by 12 in the fourth. It's a James Cook touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it. You go with what you think is your best option. There they felt like it was going to be a pass, but sometimes it simply doesn't work.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's Thornton on the return. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. The Giants offense all set to get started. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. So first and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, it's Jones. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Still at the 30 after the incompletion. Here's second and 10.
At the 30-yard line.
Working from the gun. Here's Jones. Jump off pop on his back. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down going to end with a loss of yards. Got to figure out this third down here. Third and long for him here. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. So the heave knocked away from the intended target. Brings up fourth down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Lions and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. First and 10 now. Here's Purdy. Dumped off to his running back. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Second and 3 now.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 39-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up third down and 3 yards to go.
Purdy out of the gun on third down. Got his man. Thomas has it. He's tackled with the first down yardage.
the Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
This is Cook. And 3 yards is all he's going to get. It's second down.
Carrier. He was taken down at the 50-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
This is Cook on the handoff. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy
He
territory.
was brought down by Troy Anderson. A gain of 2.
Third down from the gun. He's got his man. This is Austin. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. There's 8 on that one. And the Lions have a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, and there's very little you can do other than make the tackle. You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Purdy, a quick throw, complete. Solid gain there, Brock. It's still third down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play. Purdy will sneak it. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of 2. That's another Detroit Lions first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions have likely locked up the win right there. It's a James Cook touchdown. His third of the game on the ground.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
McPherson at the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. The Lions go up by 19.
Giants 10.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's Thornton on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And I'm sure they're trying to bring it out the puncher, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. First call here coming from the shotgun. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. He completes it in traffic. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. We've set it down from the 37.
First down, Giants.
On first down, Jones has a man downfield. This is Washington. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30.
A gain of 36 yards. That's another Giants first down. A gain of 36 yards.
On first down, it's Jones to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10.
That's another Giants first down.
And go play fake with Jones. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Intended for 10.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10.
Brings up second and 10.
Again, Jones to the air. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Those are the hurry-up offense here.
It's a gain of 6. And it's
Third down, Jones to throw. Into traffic, complete. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with the first and goal. And he has the New York touchdown. The Giants get it back to within 2 possessions. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere in football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. You sure did.
That one right down the middle.
17.
And the Giants shave some of the lead. It's down now to 12. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Cade?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks them though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
The Lions headed back out on offense as we get another look at Brock Purdy. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember. But as you like to say, the defense will probably rather forget it. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Here's a give to Cook. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. The Giants using their first timeout. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Offense getting set. Here's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They'll run it with Cook. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. Timeout calls, and that's going to be the second for New York.
A gain of 2.
And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Now it's Cook. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Throw here. 3rd down. Dumps it off to his running back. This is not going to get it done on 3rd down. They catch it behind the line. This goes for a loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
For the field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions ready to pick up their 8th win of the season. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's Thornton on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Jones on first down. Short pass brought in. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
At the 30-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings
Rolling from the gun.
7.
I'll drop this one down to Henry. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line.
10 yards. And the Giants first down.
First down throw by Jones. Completed over the middle. This one is stopped after about a 5-yard pickup. The tackle made it to 45.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second.
Jones going to throw again.
At the 46-yard line.
He's keeping it. And Jones slides down with enough to move those chains. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here.
And the Giants first down.
1st and 10 now. Here's Jones. Jones is hit. He fumbles it. And the Lions have recovered it. And they can't cobble a return together, but they do have the football. They've got it on their side of the field.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
Dan Campbell getting his Lions offense ready to go for a new series. They have been automatic scoring in this quarter, and yet another opportunity to do so here. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Design quarterback run here. So in Motor City, it's a home win for the Lions. And with this being their 5th consecutive victory, Brock, it's easy to argue they've been the best team in football over the last month.